Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the first video of a new video series that I'm just about to start, or just starting, called Let's Make a Model. Pretty much I got the idea from looking at my blog that I keep, what I used to do in it before I, fell out of disuse, for the most part. And what I used to do on there is tutorial stuff, as well as when I made like vehicles and stuff like that, I would go show progress of it. So I thought that was cool and I enjoyed doing it, and I was going to do that on my blog anyway. I was going to try and continue doing that to keep my blog up and running again. But I thought I can also do it with videos, and so this is going to be a thing that's going to kind of bleed over into both. They're not going to be exactly mirrors, but they're going to be pretty similar. And it's called Let's Make a Model. Essentially, from start to finish, assembly, unpackaging and assembly, painting, any conversion work that might need to be done, or repair work, and basing, and good to go. Now, I don't build a model and paint it completely. I build it in stages, but you'll see that as I do it. I'm only going to keep it up on the blog for stuff like vehicles, like dreadnoughts, drop pods, land raiders, stuff like that, because infantry, for the most part, is not really required to do a video, a photography thing and upkeep on the blog, because infantry is pretty standard. Now, if I'm doing conversion of something or a tutorial on like how I converted something, of course, that'll be up there as well. So just keep an eye out for that stuff. That means these guys won't be on the blog, because these guys are just infantry, and I'm not doing anything special with them. But for example, I have a Dark Angels Dreadnought from Forge World that'll be up on both the blog and here when I do it. I got a Land Raider, which will be for both. I gotta make 2 drop pods, so when I do one of them, I'll do a video on that as well. I did a blog series on the old drop pod I did, but I'm probably gonna redo it because I know how to do it better now, not just making the drop pod, but making the posts and whatnot. So anyway, that's the series, Let's Make a Model, and this first series of it is going to be, or this first installment in the series will be, let's make some Pathfinders. And Pathfinders are a tile-fast attack choice that require a Devilfish, which I have already, to take. So it's them with a Devilfish, and they pretty much come stand with a pulse carbine with marker lights, or they can take rail rifles. I don't suggest rail rifles too much, but I like the marker lights. So a full squad of 8, which I believe is the full squad. The minimum squad size of 4, if I remember correctly, which I'm probably wrong. It can give you a decent amount of what's the word? Network. A decent amount of marker lights. Granted, they have to shoot at one target for the most part, but without any upgrades. But that's still light up that target and then shoot at that target. The target's probably going down, vehicle or otherwise. So yes, I know with the way stealth suits work now, being relentless, because that's how jetpacks work, making them marker light heavy is also very good. But I'm not doing that. I'm filling Pathfinders, and well, I'm not doing that a lot. I'm going to do that for Planet Strike. That's just how the point. Because I play Farsight, so I only get 1 stealth team. But anyway, here they are, Pathfinders. They come in blisters because they're pewter. I'm not a big fan of pewter, but whatever. They come in blisters of 2 to 3. I think they were both the same price. I think the 2 is an older blister that's being phased out. So if you see either, I suggest the 3. Because you get more for the money. However, I believe being the minimum squad size is 4, I could be wrong, you need to get something else. So I suggest picking up the Shazway blister, which we have here, still on the blister. He comes with a pulse carbine just like these guys do. If you want rail rifles, they're sold in a different blister. I don't know how many come per rail rifle. With rail rifles, I should say, per blister. But the Shazway is about the same price as a squad of 3, which is unfortunate because you only get 1. But he comes with a gun drone that you can make into a shield drone. Now I have 6 shield drones ready, so chances are I'll make this guy into a gun drone. And not too much is going to be focusing on him. I'll just talk a little bit about him when I do the video segments. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. So that gives you a 4. He's a little bit different posed. And they are pewter, so they're going to be pretty much statically posed. Some people do convert Fire Warriors. I don't really want to do that because I don't have the Fire Warrior models to convert, and they do look a little bit different. So the Fire Warrior models won't be look as the same or as similar, because the legs are a little different, the helmet's a little different. I think in the chest plate maybe a little different. I don't remember. We'll see when he's painted up. But yeah, so this is the first part of the video. So what you do here, which will be pretty much for most part of my videos, is showing you the raw model, unassembled, uncleaned up, or not cleaned up, I should say, not base coated. And you get these guys out of the blister. They come, of course, with their the bases, which is in there somewhere. You just can't see it because it's in the blister. So they come with the bases. First thing you want to do is clean them up. Now, you see like with pewter they have these tabs and all these little like extra flash type of bits. Be careful you don't accidentally clip off something that you need. So look at it carefully, clip and file away to make it as clean as you can, and then base coat it. Chances are, for the most part, after you base coat, you're gonna find one or two little things you glossed over, because I find, at least for me, when I do pewter and I clean up pewter, I think I got everything, and there's always 1, 2, or 3 little things that I just didn't see because it was raw pewter. And for some reason, after it's base coated, I see things better that I've missed. So if that happens, don't get frustrated. Just clean it up, like clean up the flash, whatever you missed, and then patch up the base coat layer again, and then you'll be good to go. So that's what we're going to do. One thing with these guys, because they are slotted bases, I normally don't glue my guys to the base until after I've done the base, but with slotted bases I do. But when it comes to painting them, sometimes I don't. What I'm going to do, since I'm going to have 4, I'm going to have 2 glued on their base, hopefully with different poses, even though they have limited posing. But 2 glued onto the base and 2 not glued onto the base, just to show you both. Some people like to glue them to the base and then do basing afterwards, not regardless of whether it's slotted or not. Some people don't, so I'm going to show both here. Just so you know, when I do guys that aren't slotted bases, I'm not going to attach them to the base. In fact, the first thing I'm going to do is their base. So should I do a squad, you'll see that, obviously. But I think this is kind of how it progresses, kind of like how my short-lived 20 Shooter Boys Go series was, until I got lazy and had my friend paint them up. It's going to be the same type of thing, only I'm not going to get lazy this time. So that's pretty much it. Next video will be these guys cleaned up, base coated with 2 of them on their bases. And then we'll talk about the color choices I'm going to use. If you saw my Far Sight model, you're going to know what colors I'm going to use, because it's the red and the gray there. I'm going to talk about the colors I'm going to use there, as well as the method I'm going to go about doing it. And then what I'm going to do is, like, let's say something requires, like, for example, the red will require Mechrite red and then I think scab red. What I'm going to do is, when I do the red portion, I'm not going to show you Mechrite red and then scab red. I'm going to do the red portion completely and then show you that. But I don't know when I'm going to do that. So pretty much next video of the series will be these guys base coated, talking a little bit about what I did, any snags along the way, any tips that I can think about to do for that, and then talk about my plan of attack for moving on. And that's how this video series is going to go. So we're just going to do it and see how it evolves as I go. Hope you guys will enjoy it. Leave any comments or questions you have, either in a PM or in the comments section. As far as requests, I'm not going to take too many requests, or any requests really, only because it's not fair to you guys and not fair to me. You don't know what I'm going to paint as far as my armies go, and I'm painting for armies. I'm not just painting to collect. So I have models in line that I'm going to do already, but I'm not going to discourage it. Like, if, let's say, a lot of people say, you know, Dreadnought, I'll do like the Forge World Dreadnought, or maybe another Dreadnought, because I need more Dreadnoughts anyway. Or somebody says like vehicle, some type of tank. If I'm not, like, if you say Chimera, I do have to make a Chimera eventually, but I may do like a Rhino in its place, and then say like, then when I eventually get to a Chimera, I'll do a Chimera later on down the road. But you get the idea. I'm going to keep it in line with the armies I'm building at the moment, even though I have a lot slotted to be built. I have a couple being built at the same time currently, and then they sub out for another army when I get bored painting them, and so on and so forth. So you can leave requests, but chances are I'm not going to jump on them right away, especially if I don't need that model. But I'll let you know, hopefully, by responding to your comments. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and I hope this thing goes well. And until next time, take it easy.